what she indicated to
Anyways,
me.
can I talk? They're not going to be able to help. They're not going to be able to help with
Ma'am, you want to know what? Don't try to overtalk me, because that will never happen.
That's fine.
Am I understood? You go down, check your attitude, and then I'll call your case back up. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Man, you about to piss me off. Come on.
Oh, don't give me that look.
Cedric Simpson.
Lee, get her out of my courtroom. Get her out of my courtroom.
An entitled squatter appears before the court offering little more than excuses, placing blame on everyone except himself. Despite clear evidence of unpaid rent and repeated disturbances affecting neighboring residents, he refuses to accept responsibility or comply with court directives. His confrontational conduct, speaking over Judge Simpson and refusing to exit the courtroom, quickly escalates the hearing into one of the most tense proceedings this court has seen.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. David Fantera, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Your name?
Kiera Fleming.
All right. Where are we on this case?
Ms. Fleming has a balance of $4,298.39. She indicates that she mailed the rental assistance form to the court on Wednesday.
She mailed it on Wednesday?
Yeah, I didn't know. I couldn't really hear you, but I thought you said mail it in, so I mailed it in.
Well, it needs to
proof
be at the court by
that I filled out an SIR with my tracking number and everything. I mean, an SER.
I don't have it.
Why? I sent it in.
Your Honor, I'll leave it up to the court what the court wants to do. I don't think her balance is $4,298.39. She's been on rapid rehousing with SOS paying their portion. She's never made a payment to my client. And I reached out, and from what she has said, so I reached out to SOS to see if they were going to be able to help her with the balance. What she indicated to
Anyways,
me.
Can I talk? They're not going to be able to help. They're not going to be able to help with balance.
Ma'am. Let him finish, and I will hear from
I don't like.
You want to know what? You don't try to overtalk me, because that will never happen.
That's fine.
Am I understood?
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to pass the matter. You go down, check your attitude, and then I'll call your case back up. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Man, you about to piss me off. Come on.
Keep back talking. You better take that out of here. Oh, don't give me that look. Lee, get her out of my courtroom. Get her out of my courtroom. Court will pass that matter. Court does call the case of YPF 16 LLC versus Nakia Turner.
Your Honor, I'll wait for it.
That just messes up my whole day. Everybody else is going to have a hard time today now. You know, I was in a good mood, and then it's just going to take one person. It just takes one person that just messed up my whole attitude. You know? You know, people, if she don't act right, it's going to get bad. No, hey, I'm just telling you. I'm just giving fair warning.
Would you like your coffee, sir? So we can go get it for you right now.
No, I'm good.
Her current balance is $4,123.39. Court costs of $175 for a total of $4,298.39. She's been in rapid rehousing where SOS has been paying her portion and she's supposed to pay the rest. She has never made a payment. I reached out to SOS. They tried to reach out to her. And it's my understanding that the rapid rehousing ends at the end of July. So in August, she's going to be responsible for the whole thing herself. She hasn't filed a rental assistance form. I don't think it's a tribal issue of fact. We would ask the court for a judgment.
Right. Ma'am, what did you wish to say?
Anyway, like I was saying, SOS was paying my rent for 3 months without me having to pay anything. Like I told Ms. Terry through SOS that I ended up losing my job. And I wasn't able to pay nothing at the moment. And I'm just now getting a job. And I wasn't able to pay nothing until today. But yeah, and I sent in my SER through the mail. I didn't know I had to come and actually bring it here. I don't have a car. So anytime I go anywhere, I have to get on a bus with my children. So I don't know if they bring the mail to y'all, but I definitely sent the SER to this courtroom with the judge with your name on it, Cedric Simpson.
Did
But SOS doesn't stop. She said that I already filled the paperwork out yesterday when she came. They pay August, but after August, I won't be getting no more help from SOS. But I reached out to Hawk. They're able to help, and I did do an SDR with my caseworker, and I have an appointment with my caseworker on Monday for help, so I can get help with my rent. And I'm able to pay altogether $900 today, but that's all I can afford.
Well, if we get to August 1st, then August rent is going to kick in, which means you're not going to be.
No, August rent is paid by her, by SOS.
The defendant repeatedly shows open disrespect for the court, interrupting the judge, mocking the proceedings, and behaving as though he understands the law better than anyone present. This conduct goes beyond arrogance and edges toward contempt. At his age, courtroom decorum should be well understood, yet he displays deliberate defiance. Judge Simpson demonstrates notable patience, but in a courtroom, boundaries are not suggestions, they are law. The central question becomes whether the defendant is there to present a defense or simply to argue. Sympathy is difficult to find at this stage. The defendant appears unprepared and attempts to delay the proceedings, while Judge Simpson carefully addresses each response with methodical precision. The critical moment arises when the court asks for a meritorious defense, a legitimate legal basis to challenge the claim, which the defendant clearly fails to grasp. His lack of preparation and decision not to seek counsel reduce the hearing to a stalling tactic rather than a meaningful legal defense.
I'm going to let you finish because I'm not going to be interrupted again.
I'm sorry.
So what else did you want to say?
That's all I had to say. That's what I said. It was already paid. August month is already paid. That's why she came over yesterday and I filled out the paperwork. So August month to be paid. After August, September, I won't be getting no help after August, is what I'm telling you.
If SOS pays in August what they paid in July, it would be $650 on a $1,300 apartment, which would mean she'd be responsible for the other $650.
That's not true.
But even without, let's assume that for the sake of argument that SOS is going to pay the whole thing, she still has a $4,200 balance. And I don't think there's any way that's going to be paid. And she hasn't filed the form, even though, the previous person heard you just fine last week when you said, we get it here within 5 days. It wasn't here within 5 days. We'd ask for a judgment today.
I did turn it in within 5 days. You said turn it in Wednesday, which I did turn it in Wednesday. And who is he to say that I won't have all of it paid? Like, you don't know that. I didn't know I can get as much help as I did until I reached out to all these companies. And I was unemployed for a while, which I just got a job. I just started working 3 weeks ago. So this is my first check. You have to wait 2 weeks in a hole to even get your first check.
Your Honor, I'm willing to extend the judgment, normally be the 28th. If we were to extend the judgment to August 4th.
There's no tribal issue for this court in regard to this case. I'll grant a judgment court possession with the redemption amount of the $4,298.39 with the writ to issue August 4th, 2025. Thank you.
Can you tell me exactly what does that mean? So
I just issued a judgment, the 429839 will need to be paid on or before August 4th of 2025. I've done it that way because if I grant an adjournment in this case, quite frankly, whatever the dispute is with the August rent would be added on to this figure, which I was trying to say earlier.
Yeah.
So it's a benefit that if you can find the funds to get this paid, you only have to pay this amount. Does not include anything for August.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
So you have to the 4th to get it paid.
Yeah, but last thing I gotta say is that when I talked to my SOS worker, Ms. Terry, our agreement was for her to pay the full amount because she know I'm not gonna be able to pay the full amount. The money that I have now is going to be towards to the money I already owe. So August is already gonna be paid. Like the full amount is gonna be paid, so I won't have to worry about August.
Maybe you're not hearing me.
I'm hearing what you said.
The judgment, I'm not dealing with August.
I know that. I'm just let you know for sure that's going to be paid. That's all. But thank you. Have a nice one.
Thank you.
Won't stop.
No, doesn't work.
Well,
just don't understand the assignment.
Real Properties versus Jason Mitchell.
Joe Lloyd, Your Honor, I am going to be appearing on behalf of Mr. Mitchell.
See, now, let me just explain something. Everybody in the courtroom has now been saved because Mr. Lloyd is a calming influence on me. I just want you all to know that. That's right.
By this point, the defendant's credibility has completely collapsed. His narrative continually shifts, filled with excuses that contradict one another and lack coherence. While losing housing is undeniably difficult, it becomes hard to feel sympathy when the outcome is driven by his own actions. He missed his court date, disrupted his neighbors, and then attempted to mislead the judge. Judge Simpson immediately recognized the inconsistencies and dismissed the narrative, delivering a firm and well-justified ruling. This situation was entirely preventable. The defendant was given multiple opportunities to appear and comply with court procedures, but repeatedly chose not to. Ignoring the lease and relying on last-minute pleas does not alter the law. While losing a home is challenging, personal hardship does not outweigh legal responsibility. What stands out most is the absence of accountability. Regardless of age, responsibility remains essential. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts, especially on the growing issue of squatters. Thank you for watching.